Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wished you had a completely private, super smart, totally tireless employee just sitting right there on your desk, working for you 24/7, around the clock, and here's the kicker, for absolutely free? Well, in today's explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to make that wild idea an actual reality. There's this great quote we're looking at right now. I believe very soon everyone will have their own super intelligence on their desk. And honestly, I am just beyond excited to guide you through this today. Because we're not just talking about some distant future, we're talking about setting up your own sovereign local AI right now. All right, let's dive into this. Here's the empowerment journey we're taking today. First, the local AI revolution. Second, prepping the hardware. Third, installing the AI brain. Fourth, activating our Hermes agent. And finally, we'll hit 3 really powerful use cases to put all this tech to work. Let's get to it. Starting off with Section 1, the local AI revolution, free and private superintelligence. This is honestly the most massive shift happening in tech right now. The big move away from the cloud and right onto your actual desk.
Really think about what this means for a second. Your 24/7 AI employee. Just imagine having a full-time worker that literally never sleeps, never takes a break, and just constantly executes tasks for you. And the best part? The only thing you pay for is the electricity to power the machine it lives on. That's it.
So look at the stark contrast here. With cloud AI, you know the drill. You're constantly bleeding subscription fees or paying per token, all while your most sensitive data gets logged on someone else's servers somewhere. But local AI, it is completely free, gives you unlimited usage, and it's 100% private. Seriously, even if you just reached over and unplugged your internet router, your superintelligence is going to keep right on working. Moving right along to Section 2, prepping the hardware, the NVIDIA DGX Spark. So to make this all happen, we obviously need the right hardware. And today we're focusing on the incredibly easy, totally plug-and-play NVIDIA DGX Spark. Now, before we actually set it up, we just need to understand one quick little term, headless mode, which basically just means operating a computer without a monitor, controlled entirely via another device. So in our case, that means the DGX Spark just sits there elegantly on your desk. You don't need to hook up a keyboard, you don't need a screen. It acts purely as a powerhouse brain that you just control straight from your main laptop or computer. The absolutely crucial point here is how unbelievably simple the setup really is. Check this out. Step 1, you plug it into the wall. Step 2, connect it to your local network. And Step 3, well, Step 3 is pure magic. You actually use an existing cloud-based Hermes AI agent to do the dirty work for you. You just prompt it to install Tailscale, which, by the way, creates a secure private network for you, and the agent just handles the entire installation, hands-free. All right, on to Section 3, installing the AI brain, bringing it to life. So now that our hardware is prepped and networked, it's time to install the actual intelligence onto our machine. Okay, pause for a second. Before we go a step further, I want you to take the term non-technical and literally throw it in the garbage. If you're sitting there right now thinking, man, I can't set up a supercomputer on my desk, you need to erase that mindset completely. Because with AI agents out there executing the code and finding the files for you, guess what? Everyone is a technical person now. You really just have to know what to ask for. So for our brain, we're going to instruct our agent to install Qwen 3.6. And you'll see this number, 27B, which is super important. It stands for 27 billion parameters. What that actually means for you is that it's incredibly intelligent, like rivaling some of the recent frontier models. But it's optimized enough to run ultra-fast right on our local hardware. Honestly, it's just the perfect sweet spot. And the number 20, well, that's all you really need to remember for this next part, because that's about how many minutes it takes for your agent to go out, find the model, download it, and load it right into memory. It's like you go take a 20-minute coffee break, you come back, and boom, you return to a fully operational local superintelligence. How crazy is that? Which brings us to Section 4, activating Hermes agent, meet Qwen. So our model is downloaded, right? But now we need to actually give it a personality and a face. Now, Hermes is brilliantly designed to be multi-agent. First things first, we just ask our agent to build a quick, simple front-end chat interface just to test the local model out. And once we say hello and it responds directly from that little box sitting on our desk, which, by the way, is just a totally magical feeling, we move on to step 3. We ask Hermes to spin up a brand new, dedicated profile plugged directly into our local 27 billion parameter model. And we'll go ahead and name this specific agent Quinn. All right, section 5, 3 powerful use cases. Putting Quen to work. Okay, here is where things get incredibly fun. We have our tireless workers sitting right there on our desk. So how do we actually put them to work? Well, I've got 3 escalating use cases to show you. First, to understand how Quen can work for you while you're literally sleeping, we just need to know what a cron job is. Simply put, it's just an automated, scheduled task that runs at a specific time on a computer. So we can just tell Quen to execute these cron jobs in the background, totally autonomously. Let's look at the beginner level first, an AI stock researcher. You just prompt Quen to run a daily cron job at, say, 9 a.m. You tell it, hey, research companies poised to benefit from a 10-year AI build-out, specifically analyzing businesses with strong competitive moats. And then, every single morning, without you lifting a single finger, Quen will crawl the data and deliver a fresh, entirely private investment report right to your screen. Okay, let's level up to intermediate, the content repurposer. You can just feed Quen a YouTube link and say, extract the transcript and generate an automated newsletter highlighting the key lessons. And what's absolutely mind-blowing here is the automation potential. Because remember, this is local and totally free. So you could schedule Quen to scrape a new educational AI video every single hour, extract the lessons, and constantly self-improve its own knowledge base. All day, every day, and you're not paying a single cent in API fees.
And finally, we hit the advanced level, vibe coding. If you don't know, that's the art of building software using nothing but natural language prompts. Now, cloud-based coding can rack up massive compute bills super fast, but with your local DGX Spark, you have an unlimited, entirely free vibe coding engine. You literally just tell Quen, build a to-do list app with priorities, dates, and a beautiful UI. And it's gonna locally generate the code for you, complete with custom animations. It is, no joke, a total game changer. So, I want to leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought. I want you to look at your desk right now, because you now have the exact blueprint to become a sovereign individual, equipped with a superintelligence that absolutely no one can ever take away or monitor. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it? If you enjoyed this, subscribe to AI in 8 minutes and never miss what matters.